Hey everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a couple of different things. I'm going to be opening some Happy Mail that I got from my friend Joanne. I'm also going to be sharing a tip on how you can create your own glue dots. And then I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my button shop, because I have made some changes to the pricing and also to the way I'm packaging the buttons. And also I came out with a new release for January, and I have almost 100 new button designs. So I think now I have almost 700 designs in the store. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and just talk a little bit about it. So if you're interested in all of that, just stick around, and we're just going to jump in with the Happy Mail first. And then I'm going to show you how you can create your own glue dots. Okay, so let me go ahead and just move this stuff out of the way a little bit, and we'll open this Happy Mail that Joanne sent me from New York. And so I'm super excited, and she's so sweet. This is the third time she's sending me Happy Mail, and Joanne, you don't need to keep sending me stuff, but it's really nice that you have all of the lovely things and the awesome things that you have made for me. They have been so gorgeous. Joanne made a bunch of handmade embellishments for me that she sent me. And okay, so we have some beads. These are Christmas beads. Oh, these are pretty. She did show this in one of her videos, and I think she went to Hobby Lobby and she did a haul video, and she shared these in the video, and these are just so pretty. I love these. And she said that I could use these on my December documented to create a tassel with a little beads on it. And so I'm going to definitely try that out. These are just so cute. So thank you, Joanne. And then she also sent me a little stamp from Alta New. That's really cute. It's a little flower and then a hello. That's adorable. That would make a really cute card. Oh, these are super cute. Look at these little tassels. Oh, I love tassels. Those are really cute. They're really small, little mini tassels. So that would be cute along with the beads. And so let's see, she also sent me a card. Keep on smiling. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Joanne. If y'all want to see some of Joanne's beautiful layouts and other projects that she's worked on, she did a December documented. She's the one that inspired me to try that, and I haven't really done very much with mine yet, so I'm still working on it. But she completely did hers, and she made several videos, so y'all be sure to go and check out her channel, and I will put a link to Joanne's channel in the description below. So thank you so much. This is so awesome. I can't wait to use this on my December documented. I can create a tassel to go on my album, and maybe even use some of these on some of my pages. Those are just adorable. Okay, so let's talk about glue dots. So I thought it would be fun to share some information about how to create your own glue dots. And this is not my original idea. I did go out to YouTube and I watched a bunch of videos on how to create glue dots. And I found quite a few people were using this adhesive from Aleene's. It's called the Tack It Over and Over Repositionable Adhesive. And so I started out using this one, and it works really well. And I ran out of a bottle of this and ended up going to Michael's, and they didn't have this Tack It Over and Over in my store. And I found this other one that's called the Stick and Restick. And according to the bottle, everything on this bottle is exactly the same, except for the name and the date. This one, which is the Tack It Over and Over, has the date of 2016. And this one has a date of 2020. So I don't know if they renamed this product or if it really is two different products, but it works exactly the same. And on both of these, it does tell you how to create glue dots. It's in the instructions. So basically it says to create a glue dot, you would apply this adhesive to wax paper, let it dry, and then peel it away and place onto another surface. And so you can use either one of these to make your own glue dots. And you can find this at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and online. And I'll put links to several places online that I found this. And it's fairly inexpensive. I want to say it cost maybe about $4 or $5 for a bottle. And then if you use a coupon at Michael's, it would be a little bit less. And so yeah, it works really well. Now, one of the things that I found though was when I used the wax paper, sometimes I wasn't getting a very good shape of my glue dot. It wasn't coming out very round. And then sometimes it would stick to the wax paper. So what I decided to do instead was to use some plastic, and I found this clear craft plastic at Amazon. It's 50 sheets of 12 by 12 plastic. It's a 0.007 thickness. And I think this pack of 50 sheets was about $15. And I do know that there was some acetate that was a smaller quantity, but it was almost the same price or higher. So this was a very reasonable cost for 50 sheets. And you can use this plastic for a lot of different things. You can use it for templates and stencils. You can use it to create shaker cards and for windows. So it can, you know, there's a lot of different projects that you could actually use this plastic with. And I like using it because it does create a more uniform glue dot. And because I was using it for the packaging in my store, I wanted it to look professional. And you can see here that it makes perfectly round glue dots. And these are just amazing. So I'm just going to show you, this is how it dries. And you can see that it made glue dots, and I can actually peel these right off of the packaging, just like you can when you get them, buy them from the store. It comes right off. Now sometimes it comes off easier than other times, but you can see it comes right off of the packaging, and you can just go ahead and put that right onto your project. And I'm not exactly sure why sometimes the glue dot comes off easier than other times, but one of the things that I found, which was extremely interesting to me, was that I use these little backer cards, and let me go ahead and show you one of the finished ones that I have here. So this is a pocket with a storage card, and I put glue dots on this storage card on this acetate plastic, and then I just stick all of these different flare buttons on there so that they are stored that way. And you can just pull it off and put it on there. And so that works out really well. And so one of the things that I was doing was I was actually creating the glue dots and leaving this cardstock underneath the glue dot, or underneath the plastic when it was drying. And what I found was that if I was to put this, tack it over and over onto the acetate and then let it dry sitting on top of this cardboard, it was actually taking some of the moisture out of the glue dot, and the glue dot was flatter, and it wasn't as pliable as if I was to just take the plastic and put the plastic onto a non-porous surface. So somehow the liquid from the glue dot, I think, was getting absorbed by the this cardstock. And so if you're going to be making these glue dots, even with wax paper, I would definitely recommend putting them onto something that's non-porous, like your cutting mat or a countertop or something where it's not going to be on top of something that would absorb the moisture. And I had much better results doing that. And so that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to share was that when I was first doing this, to store these, I was using wax paper, putting the wax paper on top like this to keep anything from getting on the glue dot until I was ready to use it. And then when I would go to try to peel the wax paper off, it wasn't coming off very well. Sometimes it was sticking really bad to the glue dot. And so what I started using instead was some sticker release paper. This is from shipping labels, because I have to ship my orders. When people order from my store, I create shipping labels, and when I peel the label off of the backing, this is the backing that I'm using, keeping from the shipping label, and I just put that on there, and you can see that it releases really well. So if you have some sticker release paper, or keep the backing from all of your stickers, you can use that to put on top of your glue dots when you're storing them until you're ready to use them. It works a little bit better than wax paper, and I just like doing that a little bit better. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you how I make the glue dots. It's super easy. And one of the things I did was I created myself a template using my Cricut, and I just used my pen on my Cricut to draw circles, and so that I would have the positions of where all of the buttons were going to go. I take a piece of the plastic and put it on top of my template, and then you just take the glue and just going to shake it a couple of times to make sure it's, you know, I shouldn't do that. I did that a minute ago and the glue went everywhere. Don't take the cap off before you shake the bottle. Shake the bottle first. And I usually store my bottle like this to keep the glue down at the bottom. And I store it upside down, but it's been sitting on my table. So I just wanted to make sure that the glue was coming down before I started. Sometimes you can get air bubbles. So if you're not sure, you can start on a piece of paper or like a just somewhere else and not on your plastic. But you're just going to go ahead and squeeze out about that much glue and just go ahead and make your glue dots. And it's super easy to do. The hardest thing I think is waiting. Because if you really wanted to have some glue dots, this is not a fast process because you do have to wait for them to dry. And sometimes they can take a really long time. Usually if I let them sit overnight, like probably for about 24 hours, then they will dry completely and they look just like the glue dots that you get in the store. So it's really super awesome, and I think it's a fun thing to be able to do. Now I used up an entire bottle of this Tack It over and over, and tried to figure out exactly how many glue dots that I had made. And based on the sales in my store, I think at that point I had sold maybe about 1,500 buttons. And so this would be about 1,500 glue dots to use up one whole bottle. So that's pretty cool that you can make that many that many glue dots for $4, $4 or $5, because this whole bottle of glue was about $4 or $5. So I guess the number of glue dots that you're going to get is also going to depend on how large you make them. And so you might get less if you're making much larger glue dots. Okay, so that's all the information I have to share with you on the glue dots. And I'm not going to keep this cardboard under there when I let this dry. I'm just going to put it over here on my table out of the way and let that dry without being on top of the cardstock. And that way it'll give me a much better result. Okay, so for all of the products that I'm sharing with you, this plastic and the glue, I will put links in the description below if I can find a link for that somewhere on the internet. And I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has used my links that I have in my videos, because a lot of those are affiliate links. And it's no cost to you to use those links, but I do sometimes get a little bit of a commission on those sales, which is really helpful. And I really appreciate you guys using my links to shop. And also, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has placed an order in my button shop. And hoping y'all are enjoying using the buttons that you have received. And I've been having a lot of fun making the buttons. I've been having so much fun making the buttons, and so I decided to add some more designs to my store. I have almost 100 new buttons in this release for January, and I wanted to share some of those with you. So if y'all want to stick around, I'm going to show you some of the new button designs and talk a little bit about my packaging and some of the changes that I'm going to be making in my store. Okay, so I wanted to start off by telling you guys about some changes that I'm making to my store. I'm changing the packaging and also the pricing. So if you have purchased from me in the past, you would have received your flare buttons on a storage card in a pocket like this. And depending on how many buttons you purchased, you would get a pocket that was different sizes and maybe multiple pockets. So different pockets store different numbers of buttons. So we have a 6-pack, a 10-pack, an 8-pack. I think this is a 15, a 24. It made it really complicated for me to try to figure out how to put people's orders together, and also kind of time consuming to make all of these little pockets. Now, if you do like the pockets and you still want to have these pockets, if you place an order, I do have them listed as a separate item in the store. So you can buy the pockets, and I'm going to have 4 sizes. There's going to be a small, medium, large, and extra large. So the small will be a 6-pack, the medium will be a 12-pack, the large will be an 18-pack, and the extra large will be a 24-pack. And you can purchase those, and it ranges in price from 75 cents for the small up to $2.25 for the large one. Now, since I'm charging an extra for the packaging, I'm lowering the price of all the buttons. And so instead of 70 cents for each button, it's 60 cents. And I'm keeping the discounts if you order in more quantity. So if you order, the more you order, the more you save, up to 20%. So there'll be 60 cents per button and then up to 20% off of that price. Okay, and all of that is on the website. And if you have any questions, you can just send them to me at the button shop at yespleasepapercrafts.com. I'll put the email address in the description of this video and also on the screen here. So if you have any questions or you just want to find out more information, you can just go ahead and send me an email and I will get your questions answered. Or you can leave me a comment on this video and I usually answer questions within a day. Okay, so now all of that is out of the way. I wanted to show you how the buttons will be packaged if you when you order from the shop. I'm just going to be using these cellophane envelopes. I'm going to put the buttons in there like this, and they will be shipped. I will bubble wrap it, and so it'll be protected, and you'll just get them in the mail in a package that looks kind of like this. And so I think this will be a little bit easier, and it'll make it more affordable. If people just want the buttons and they don't necessarily want all of this packaging, then you can just buy this and you don't have to pay extra to have this stuff. Okay, so I thought that was a cute idea. I think one of the main reasons that I did these storage pockets was that I was trying to figure out a way to make the buttons lay flat so that I could ship them first class with the post office. But I was finding that because I was shipping it first class and we were getting a really good price with the first class shipping, we don't get a tracking number. And so people's orders were getting lost in the mail. And also they were taking a really long time. It was taking several weeks, if not months, for people to get their orders. And so it just makes more sense to send it as a package. Cost a little bit more. The shipping is a flat $3.25 for your order. And if you purchase more than $35, you get free shipping. And so I think the shipping is still reasonable and everybody gets a tracking number, and so we can kind of know where the package is so that we don't wonder what happened to it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and look at all of the new designs that I have in my shop. And I do have some designs for Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, and there's also some Bible ones down here. And so I'm just going to bring this up so you can see all the different designs. I think I added almost 100 new designs to the store. And I just love this one, that little kitty cat in the cup with the hearts. That's just the most adorable little button. That's one of my favorites. Okay, the next one that I have here are some Christmas and winter buttons. So if you're doing Christmas scrapbooking now, there's some new Christmas buttons in the shop and some winter buttons. Some of the ones down here are not really Christmas. It's just a little girl ice skating with a little puppy dog and some snowman, a reindeer, and just different characters down here. And then there's some Christmas sayings like Holly Jolly and Happy Holidays and wishing you a meowy Christmas with a little kitty cat. Okay, and then this next tray I have just some miscellaneous buttons. I added another game controller. That's my second game controller in the store, and it's really popular. People really like that one. Also have a go button and just some funny little ones that have things about beer and wine. Have some little dogs and cats and different characters down here. And I think those are super adorable. Okay, and then this next one we have here is are some ones about hair and the beauty, going to the beauty salons. They're ready to shine, your hair day. Bad Hair Day, and little hair dryer that says Pimp My Hair. And then some other cameras. Cameras is one of the really popular ones as well. I like doing ones with cameras, and this one says Oh Snap. I have two that say Oh Snap, and then that one says Smile. And then this one's really cute. That one says, I am so crafty, I sweat glitter. I just love that saying. That's just adorable. Okay, this next tray has some birthday themed buttons here at the top. And then here at the bottom, just some little icons with some funny sayings on them, like plant one on me with a little plant. I have do not worry, be happy with a donut. Okay. And then, so that's all of the new ones I have in the store. I think I might have had a few that I didn't actually make into buttons because when I was making them, I messed up and forgot to put the button back on, or if you're not careful when you're making the buttons and you leave out a step, it doesn't turn out too well. So I have to go back and reprint a couple of them. And so I think I'm missing maybe about 5 or 6 that I didn't include here. But you can go out to the shop and take a look around. All of the buttons are listed separately. You can do searches. There's also categories. So if you're looking for a birthday, you can go to the category for birthday, or the category for Merry Christmas, or just whatever you're looking for. You can actually just put it in the search bar, and it usually does a pretty good job of finding all of the buttons for whatever search you're looking for. Okay, so one more thing that I wanted to kind of share with you guys, or just talk a little bit about, was a new item that I was thinking about putting into my shop, but I'm not really sure if people would be interested. But I had a friend ask me if I could make something for a teacher, and so I was racking my brain thinking, well, I don't know this person. I'm not really sure what she would like, and I don't know if she's into scrapbooking. And really the only thing I'm selling in my shop right now is buttons. But I found that they have this little pendant, and it's a magnet, and it's super cool. So this pendant is magnetic, and you can interchange the buttons. And so you can see here that it comes like this. It's called a magnetic pendant. And then you have this magnet that goes with it. And then you can put any button that you want on there. So let's say it's your birthday and you want it to have the happy birthday. You just add that on there like that. And it changes the necklace and makes it into whatever button you want to put there. And these buttons are a little bit different than the ones I'm selling in my store. This is called an open back, or a metal button. And so you do have to have this button. You can't have the other ones that I sell in my store. Maybe I should show y'all the difference here. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Oh, here's one. You can see in this tray, this one button is flatter than all the other ones. And this is the kind of button that I sell for scrapbooking. And it's a flat back, but it has a plastic backing on it. It's plastic, it's not metal, and it's black. And it's much thinner than a normal flare button. And what's really cool about it is that it looks just like a flare button, but it's not going to add as much dimension to your layout. And so it's not going to be as bulky on your layout, but you can still use the flare button. So when I was first setting up the shop and getting orders, everybody was ordering these buttons with the flat plastic back. And so I just decided that that was the only one that I was going to carry in the store. But if anyone is interested and you think that this would be something you would be interested in purchasing, I would love it if you could leave me a comment just so I can know, because if I'm going to add this to my store, I would have to invest some money into buying the parts and the chains. And I don't really want to buy a bunch of that if people are not interested in buying something like this. But I thought it was super cool. And so she's going to buy this pendant from me. She gets to pick out, her buttons. And so she's going to pick out some buttons. And then this is going to be the teacher gift that her son is going to give his teacher. And I thought that was super cool. Now I do have to go and look to see what designs I have. I'm going to be adding some teacher designs or teacher buttons into the store because I don't really have anything like that. And I think that would be really cool if I could find something like best teacher or some little saying that, you know, was related to a teacher gift, and add that to the store so that she could have that as one of her buttons. The other thing that I can do is actually make a custom button using any picture. Now, it does have to be a fairly good quality picture, and some pictures are a little bit more of a challenge because it just depends on the picture. It has to fit on a 1-inch button, and there has to be enough space around the picture because you have to be able to make the design. So say the button is like this big, the picture has to have at least this. You have to be able to make a bigger circle because you can see that on the edge here, and so it doesn't look very nice if you don't have a picture that goes all the way and wraps around the edge. Okay, but yeah, I can do custom buttons, and that's one of the items that's in my store. And you can even have your picture on there, a picture of your kids or your dog or your grandkids. I also think that this would be an awesome gift for Mother's Day, and so that would be super cool. And I do have some Mother's Day buttons in my shop. Okay, so I do have a short video clip of my 2 dogs, Bella and LilyBelle, that I'm going to put at the end of this video if y'all want to stick around for that. But that's all I have, so I hope y'all will check out my button shop, and I'll put a link to my shop in the description of this video and also up here on the screen if you're interested in checking that out. And just wanted to give y'all an update on the shop and the new designs that are in the store. So if y'all want to check that out, you can. Okay, y'all take care. Hope y'all have an awesome week, and I shall see you next time. Bye now. Hi, Miss B. What you doing? Why are you fussing at me? You got something to say? Really? You have nowhere comfortable to sit? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, you have a bed right over there. It's not in the usual place, but it's still in the room. Is that not good enough? No? You like it where it was? Do you want Mama to move that bed for you so you can sit closer? Is that what you want? Yeah. You gotta sit closer. Yeah, okay, let me go grab it and I'll bring it over here, okay? Okay. Okay, shh. Okay, hold on. Okay, Miss B, you got a bed that's really close to Mama. Is that good? Is that what you wanted? Hi, Miss LilyBelle. What you doing? You know the kitchen's closed, right? You can't have anything. No, you can't. Yeah, you already had those today. Can't have any more. The kitchen's closed. It's not going to be open again until tomorrow. You're going to have to wait. Okay? You can't wait? It's too hard? Yeah. Are you hungry? Say Miss Bella is always hungry. Yes, you're starving. You don't like your new diet? Yeah, she doesn't like your new diet. I'm sorry. I know. I know. Okay. All right. So you got anything else to say? You want to say hi to the YouTube people? How about you? You don't want me to ask LilyBelle? I can't ask. You're giving me the evil eye. LilyBelle, where are you going, sweetie? Come over here and talk to me. LilyBelle, come see. Come here. Okay. You girls behave, okay? Behave. Yeah. All right, y'all behave. Okay, you're gonna say goodbye now? Can say goodbye to the YouTube people? Where you going, Miss B? Okay, can you say goodbye? No? Okay, well, I'll say goodbye for you. Goodbye, everyone. We hope to see you next time. Bye now.